Welcome, guys, to YinYangTK, and today we're going to be reading Solo Leveling Part 8 of the manga reads. And just a little bit of a quick recap, right, of what happened last time. We basically saw that Jinwoo, as an S rank hunter, now has better relations and a better partnership, I should say, with the Hunters Association, especially good friends with the chairman, right? And we also see that Miss Ma has actually a little bit of a crush on Jinwoo, right? And you can kind of see her blushing. You see that Jinwoo, even though he's very powerful, he does not understand the woman's heart, right? He actually got another shadow person, another shadow summon, right? And he actually made the new guild, which is the Ajin Guild, right? And he was looking for a third member. Miss Cha wanted to be in it, but he refused and wanted just someone just to stay there, just to make the numbers, but not do anything, and didn't care about publicity, right? But Miss Cha wanted to be in there because she wanted to feel safe, even though as an S-Rank hunter, she knows she was powerless against Buru, one of the summons. So Jinho, the cousin, actually was the third member, and she got really jealous. And at the same time, when he was helping another dungeon raid with another group, the sister actually got attacked because there was a dungeon break happening at her school. Sort of traumatized her in the moment, right? And that's when we saw that Jin Woo was just pissed and started like killing everything. And the one thing that was very certain is that all the monsters have this thing in their head to kill humans, but yet when they see him, they see Jin Woo, they don't see that. They just feel fear, right? And guess what? The return of the double dungeon, right? The double dungeon was back, and now he can finally have his revenge and payback of what he did in the very first chapters of Solo Leveling. And we found out that this guy wasn't the one that was running the operation at all. It wasn't the guy that had that grim right there that if you remember that grim, the meme that you've seen so many times. No, it wasn't that guy by any long shot right there. The person that was actually calling the shots was this guy, the one that was holding the commandments right there. Kind of has like a Hebrew type of writing, an old style writing. He was the one that was actually pulling the strings. He was the system's creator, right? And he was ordered by somebody to make Jin Woo the new Shadow Monarch, whatever that is, right? And at the same time, while this is going on, there is some trouble happening in Japan because an S rank gate just appeared in over Tokyo. And you know that after 7 days, if they don't close it, all hell is going to break loose, right? So this is a very uh, problematic for not just Japan, but all of Asia, right? South Korea included. So this guy, Mr. Minamoto, had the nerve to go to the Korean Association and ask the help for Jin Woo because he saw how awesome his powers were. Goto, now that he was dead, the whole Japanese Hunters Association is just collapsing. So there's a power struggle going on. And the chairman knew exactly what Mr. Minamoto was doing at the beginning. He was pissed, right? He's like, he actually got one of the black boxes that some of the Japanese Korean hunters laid around the dead bodies, and they figured out what was happening. It's like, if this goes out to the public, you're dead, right? Your whole, not just you, but your whole reputation, the Japanese, everyone's gonna know what you were trying to do in Jeju Island. You were trying to get the Japanese Korean the Japanese Korean raid was just a farce, right? You never intended to beat the people at Jeju Island or destroy, the monsters. All you wanted to do was just to get rid of the Korean hunters, right? So Japan had a foothold like in China. So then going back to the double dungeon, we learned that this guy, the creator of the system, wanted Jin Woo to reawaken, I guess, or have his memory of what the Shadow Monarch is. And when he was looking at that, he saw like a vision of like just war, total war going on between monsters, shadows, and these angelic beings with wings, silver hunters, as they say, like what you're seeing right now, right? And the one person that he kept looking at is the Shadow Monarch right there, the Shadow Monarch that was basically fighting two fronts. He was fighting the monsters, and he was fighting also the silver, soldiers as well. Wingings, I guess what it's called. We don't know what wingings are, right? And then this guy that was controlling all of those statues in the double dungeon, right? He was pulling the strings. He was very creepy, but Jinwoo was putting up a fight, but he needed help. He needed help from the other hunters, Miss Cha, Miss Choi, Mr. Beck, and then also the chief of the Hunter Association, Mr. Chul. So in that regard, we saw that Sun Jin Woo was had friends, and that was the awesomest thing right there. That we saw that he had friends, and he also has something else. Like he actually put shadows inside his friends, just like Miss Cha. That's why Miss Cha didn't suffer any injuries, right? So we're seeing like how the double dungeon changed Jinwoo dramatically from this weak, the weakest of the all hunters of mankind to this now new powerhouse, this new person that's going to turn the whole world upside down because they don't know what's going to happen. And guess what? Jinwoo had his revenge. He had his revenge, killed that stupid system guy, destroyed him utterly, and now he has a title of Demon Hunter, right? So Demon Hunter is now his thing. He is just freaking awesome. And now he has two hearts, his human heart and the heart of the Shadow Monarch, right? So pretty outstanding things going on, especially with Jinwoo. So that's basically it of the recap, just a quick recap of what's going on, right? And now we're going to go to the reading, right? Because now we only have about a couple more readings to do, right? I would say like uh maybe not that much left, but I think in about two more reading sessions, I think we're going to be done, right? And it's crazy that it's already going to be finished pretty soon. So we're going to go in to the reading, ladies and gentlemen. It's just going to be that freaking awesome, and we're going to be looking, reading, and reacting to what exactly. So at the very end, really, got his senses up. He defeated the creator of the system, and now we're gonna see, after all this is said and done, what's gonna come next to him. So we're gonna go start with chapter 131, right? So we're gonna go with chapter 131. So it looks like the gate is opening up, and we see a couple of people waiting, and they're like, it's been an hour since the Hunters Guild members went in. What's going on inside? If our guild goes in, would we be in big trouble? And they're like, they're coming out. So you see that people are coming out of the gate, but then you just see the S rank hunters, even high level A rank hunters, they look toe up. Like they look like they've been just got a pummeling, going on right there. And they're seeing like the elite members of the Hunters Guild came out looking like that. Just what happened in the C rank gate? If only they knew that was a double dungeon. Are you? And then so Mr. Choi is like, are you members of the Bravery Guild? Can you help us move the dead hunters? Dead hunters? Yes, of course. Wow. So the people did die in the double dungeon. So the architect's real body has to be somewhere else. Although I didn't hear the answers, he wasn't going to talk anyway. So Jinwoo comes out talking about it. He's also seen better days. He is just beaten up, and you can tell that for him to get beaten up that way, it was a hard. It says around 20 top ranked hunters are dead. Even if there had been a dungeon break, the casualties would have been imaginable. Are you telling me Hunter Sun Jin-woo blocked this all on his own? Yeah, and it's like, I asked the Bravery Guild members to report the double dungeon to the association, but to think they would come to help. This resulted in creating casualties. So this is kind of Jinwoo thinking like, man, but he needed to be waking up, because who else, like, God knows what would happen right there. We were able to survive thanks to the Hunters Guild and the Monitoring Division. So Mr. Chol says the Monitoring Division would know all about the movements of S-rank hunters. asking for the Hunters Guild's cooperation was my decision. And it ended up becoming this disaster, but and you just see a bunch of dead bodies everywhere. How did Hunter Sun Jinwoo know about the existence of the double dungeon? And he says, the dungeon called me here, he responds. And he's like, Cho's like, he called you? It's like, yes, I received a message to come to this location. Can we see this message as well? The message can only be seen in my head. And then he's thinking, Mr. Cho, it can't be serious. What with all these dead bodies laid out? I can't understand him at all with my limited knowledge, right? Are you okay? Miss Cha says, yes, of course I am. And then says, no, maybe a little tired. And he falls down. Hunter Sun, he is done. He is like Hunter Sun Jinwoo. Everyone's just like, they are like concerned just because of the fact that he like I said, he got a beat down like up to a big degree right there. So he needs to be very, very careful, right? So now we go back. I think this is in Japan. We see a bunch of trucks with mana crystals, and they're just dumping them out right there. About 200,000 tons of magic crystals, which is more than sufficient to power the barrier. So this Russian guy positioned the barrier with the gate at the center, and the magic will begin by drawing upon the magic crystals. After that, the barrier will be pulled in the magic by itself. By the way, this is weird. And it's like, has there been a mistake? No, the barrier is perfect. However, there seems to be someone nearby. And he's like, who are you? Show yourself. It says, do you think a brave person would still be nearby when the dungeon break is tomorrow? Did I say it was a person? So the Russian guy says, also there's someone at the very top of a building, but we don't know who that is. It says he has keen senses. Well, considering where his power comes from, there's nothing strange about that. Is that Sun Jinwoo's dad? Yeah, regardless, it is finally starting. Everything is flowing along as predicted. So it is actually happening right now. So we're actually seeing Sun Jinwoo's dad right there in Tokyo. And then he goes on to say, into the prophesized tragedy. So they're saying, keep out, keep out. So we see the Japanese S-rank hunters. Modern weapons don't have much effect against monsters. So was there really a need to mobilize an army? In the case that Yuri Ovalov fails, they need to create time for the hunters to prepare for attack. They will simply be cannon fodder. There is no difference between us and them. It simply confirms how helpless humans are in the face of disaster. Right? Okay. So we see the mana crystals all over. Perfect. Very good. So this is the Russian guy. If all goes well, I will have cleared an S-rank gate by myself. I want to be called the man who cleared an S-rank gate alone, but unfortunately, there's another hunter who better fits that name, so I can't be greedy. Mr. Olaf, this is a toast to relieve my nervousness. I will give you a great show. How many S-rank hunters are standing by? 15 in total. That's rather small for an audience of mine. What's America doing, he says. Didn't they send S-rank hunters here to help? Another S-rank gate appeared in Maryland, not only in Japan, but also in England, India, and elsewhere. So he says, the Russian guy, every country must be under pressure due to the lack of manpower. And there's, the gate! The gate is breaking open, so the gate is opening right now. And then we go back to Sun Jinwoo. I think he's waking up from a hospital bed. Yep, it's in a hospital. He hasn't been there in a long time. I think since the time that he was an E-rank hunter. So let's put that perspective. It's like, boss, so this is Jinho. What happened? Why are you only waking up now? We really thought you were dead. It's like, you were asleep for 3 days. 3 days? Yes, I was worried. So boss. And he's like, 3 days? That's how fatigued I was? I didn't rest for a while either. More importantly, I haven't forgotten the senses that the creator showed me. So he's remembering, what he saw in that vision right there. Wait, if I was asleep for 3 days, Jinho, what happened? Huh? What do you mean? I'm talking about the S-grade dungeon that appeared in Japan. And he's like, that's So right now he's gonna get the 411. So what is it? Giants? Giants are coming in? It's like the bosses that appeared in the upper 8 grade dungeons are coming out this way. The bosses that appeared in the upper 8 grade dungeons are coming out right away. It says this much isn't a problem. So Yorlov is going to try to do something with the mana crystals. All right. So they're trying to, he's doing his powers to close the barrier and to make it stronger. So the giants are trying to attack it. It's like, I didn't think I only be seeing monsters from an A grade dungeon. Do you think the likes of you would be able to penetrate my barrier? So now the monsters and the giants are trying to attack more and more. And it's like, oh, what? Oh, did he get no? So the gate itself got broken by even a bigger giant, huh? And then he is shocked. So now we see a giant taking a swing and basically destroying the barrier. Wow. So the barrier didn't even hold that much right there. Not at all. Right? So that tells me that your law was a loss and an investment right there. Right? So now we go to chapter 132. Right? So now the monster destroys the barrier. Right? And then boss, the raid was a failure. Yeah, I think Yorlov died right there. And now we're looking at someone in the Korean Association. Oh no, it's actually Jinho's father right there. He fell asleep in his desk and he's kind of like holding his head. It's like, I must have dozed off again. How long was I asleep? You've been asleep for 23 hours and 46 minutes. According to your orders, if you didn't wake within 24 hours, I was to take you to the hospital. Right? So, sorry. But as the reporters here are patient, right? So it tells you right there that first, the reports of a patient who has woken up from an eternal sleep. For what now? I must inform you the latest developments. An eternal sleep patient has woken up? Yes, the patient is Hunter's son Jinwoo's mother. So this guy is already thinking about, right, like if someone already found a cure of that sleeping spell, right? So we see that, which implies he possesses the ability to cure the eternal sleep disease. I understand. What was the other development? And the lady has come to visit. Who? How long have you been like this? So who is this? Oh, is this the I guess maybe the mom or somebody? Oh, you see Yorlov. I was like, oh, he got eaten by the freaking giant. Oh yeah, he was useless, man. Useless. And then now they're trying to attack the giants with freaking tanks and helicopters. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Those weapons have no effect on the monsters. Why is everyone just standing around? Let's go take it down. So now the Japanese hunters are trying to like basically slash these giants. If I remove its eye, it won't be able to see any of my movements. So they're going to try to attack. And then what? He actually dodges this and counterattacks. It's so large yet so fast. This monster is insane. We are currently in the skies of Tokyo. So this is like a news report. It's a disastrous sight even when we see it from afar. It's as we are seeing hell. So now we see Jinwoo kind of watching, the developments of Japan in Tokyo. We are paying close attention to how much of this disaster can be averted by the hunters. If this continues similar to Jeju Island Gate, all of Asia may be put in danger. So now he's like, what's going to happen? I need to hurry. And someone says, don't go. It's like, don't go to what? And it's like, is that the sister? I think it's the sister. Oppa, don't go. It's like, you told me not to go, but you'll go anyway. So she's sad. So we've seen that she's been traumatic ever since that incident. And now he's thinking like, no, I won't. I've been working a lot, so I'm going to rest for a while. Don't worry. So I guess he's just like, giving reassurance to her that he's not going to do anything insane. So now he's going out there thinking in a bench. Beru, yes, your highness. No, king is like, You've been watching dramas when I told you to watch over Jinha. I can tell. Hey, I could be one of those people. I love K dramas. What's wrong with, watching a little bit of K drama, right? Nothing wrong with watching a little K drama. K dramas are pretty awesome, right? Especially if you find the good one. So it says, it's like, how is she? She doesn't do much except sleep, King. So he says she's probably traumatized. After my first raid 4 years ago, I never told her not to tag along. What should I do? And then the car comes up. So the car, I guess, takes Jinwoo somewhere. It's like, why did you come find me? Chairman Yu Byung-an. So it's actually Jinho's father right there. Nice to meet you, Hunter's son Jinwoo. I'm Yu Byung-jin of construction. It's like, and then he slides a check, a blank check. I don't believe that everything can be bought with money, especially the services of an S-rank hunter. This is simply an expression of my sincerity. And it's like, he means that what is discussed here cannot leave this room. It's not something like an invitation of a guild. What do you wish to buy from me? And all right, so it's like, he's gonna say it. I have the same illness as your mother. It's like, oh, does the public know? Besides the doctor, only my wife and 3 secretaries are aware. It's 5 people now. That's right. While researching various treatments, we found only 1 person in the whole world that has recovered. I don't think it's a coincidence that 1 person is your mother. That 1 person is your mother, right? What I want from you is the truth. If you help me, I won't forget your kindness. And he's gonna think about that. It's like, today, and he's remembering both him and also the sister. I have to choose. And now it's gonna get more, interesting, to say the least, right? Because now we're gonna see what Jinwoo is gonna actually say. So now we're gonna go to chapter 133. So we go to chapter 133, and right now everything in Tokyo is just utter chaos. There's just destruction everywhere. This is terrible. It's destroying buildings, tearing out trees. They're going around as if they're trying to erase all traces of humans. And more importantly, they are devouring humans. Then, well, also, yeah, they're just destroying everything as we go. These freaking giants are not playing around, bro. They're just destroying. They're like destroying tanks like they're little toys. If we're at a height they can't reach, we'll be safe as long as we don't get attacked first. It's been confirmed after several observations, so it should be true. Anyway, the biggest one of them giants, other than the giants that have wandered off, but that one is guarding the gate alone. So that one person right there that basically ate that Russian guy like no tomorrow. It's either waiting for someone or holding the gate. No one knows for sure. And it's this guy right here. This guy is just like smiling all creepy and stuff. This freaking giant. Personally, it doesn't seem to me that it's alive. And that camera guy is sweating right there. He's like, why did I choose to become a reporter in this time of crisis? Sure, it breathes and moves, but it almost seems like it's a machine moving based on how it's programmed. Machine, huh? If it really was just a machine, all the bombings would have worked. Out of all the 31 giants that came out of the gate, we only eliminated 2. How long has it been since the dungeon break happened? It's about 2 days now. I wonder if we'll be able to stop them before everything is destroyed. Yeah, everything's getting destroyed. What? You're going to Japan? Yeah. Oh, so Jinwoo actually decided to go. You saw the news. It's on a completely different scale of Jeju-do. It's like, there has never been such a gigantic monster before, boss. If I succeed, the fame of the Anjin Guild will spread across the world. Still. So it's on the level that even Jinwoo, who always trusted me, is worried. But he's got a point. This incident is really... Alright, boss. I'll come with you. Oh, so he's going. Huh? The Red Gate incident, the Jeju Island raid, and the recent Double Dungeon 2. Do you know what all of these news articles have in common? I don't know. I'm nowhere to be found in any of them, boss. Oh, so he has them like in a little scrapbook. was like, the only thing I can brag about in front of others is that I'm always by your side. It's embarrassing to say this myself, but you're always the source of my pride, boss. That's hilarious. You can kind of see just like the look. I was like, okay, okay. He's like a little kid. Like he's a little bro right there. I don't think that's what a child of a rich family should be saying. So then he continues, Jinho. So I'd also like to be where you are, boss. Please take me with you. You were just advising me not to go. Do you remember where I said I'm going, right? I trust you, boss. So if you're safe, I'll be safe too. All right. And he's all kind of smiling. I was joking. Why would I go to Japan in this situation, boss? He was joking. You can head home for today. Good work, boss. And he's kind of like, I guess, worried. Although I wasn't able to use my shadow soldiers, the architect was almost as strong as me, even though I'm over level 100. So he's kind of thinking right now, what can he do? There must mean there are still many others who are stronger than me. The world is vast. There must be plenty of those who are stronger than me. I shouldn't think that I'll only be resolved and if I go. It's not like I'm some sort of superhero or some kind of hero. And then he says, I home. And then the mom says, you're home, son. Having dinner right? Choose. And he's thinking to his head, what about Jinha? She said she didn't have much of an appetite. Man, that food looks good. I don't care. Anime or manga food, it looks 10 times more delicious. Yeah, I need to choose. And then he remembers, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do for you. Oh, he said no to Jinho's dad. He's like, then how did your mother recover, Hunter-sung? It's like, sir, if I knew how and I wanted to make money through it, why would I be keeping it quiet about it? And he's like, right, goodbye. So he lied about him. It's like, still, it's Jinho's father, but I don't know him. I don't know what kind of person he is and whether he really has a condition or he's scheming something. There are a limited number of holy water of life. It looks like he only has 3 left. So I need to be very careful how I use them. His offer was very daring, but it didn't coax me. If there is time for me to choose everything, I would. So he's thinking, Mom, I'm going. There are still plenty of people who are stronger than me. But even so, as long as my growth doesn't stop, I gotta keep heading into the battlefield to become stronger. And so the mom responded, your father always went running if he heard there's a fire, even when he was in the middle of eating. I'll help you pack your bags after you're done eating. Oh my god, he's going. And then I think the sister heard it. So now she's kind of trying to sleep a little bit. So now it's like the nighttime. Jinna, are you asleep? And she says, yeah, let's talk. I need to sleep. And he's like thinking, where do I begin? You see, I almost died recently. Oh my god, is that how you start a conversation? You don't start a conversation like that, Jinwoo. And he's like, well, that's not what I meant. So I've always been in danger of dying. It really felt like I would die that time or something. It was really dangerous. I'm glad that he hasn't lost his sense of humor yet. Anyway, I still made it back alive. Every single time I return home alive, I'm thankful for it. So I'll come back alive this time too. Thanks. Oh, so he's giving thanks to the sister. Oh my gosh. So for not stopping me. Thanks for not stopping me and from leaving all this time. Oh, that's cute. Oh, you're going away. You're going anyway. Yeah, and I'll be back. Don't worry, I'll protect you even when I'm far away. Oh, that's cute. That is giving, that's giving me it's so damn sweet. It's giving me freaking my cholesterol going up. But I guess she appreciates it right there. That she says that, Jinwoo says thank you. Thank you for not stopping me from leaving all this time. And you're going, but we're always there to protect you. And I think Barros is also going to be there to protect the sister as well. So now it looks like there's a conference and the chairman of the Korean Association is talking in front of the press. Everyone is looking at him and we see kind of like the generic Dell computers and MacBooks right there. And now someone is heading towards the stage, and we see, oh, look at freaking Jinwoo. He looks all cleaned up. He almost looks like a freaking politician a little bit right there. And then we see the handshaking between Jinwoo and the chairman. So it is decided that he will go there to Japan to save everyone. And now we see Jinho carrying all that metal stuff right there. And then we see freaking Jinwoo like just looking fine like always, man. He is looking good, especially for his first trip abroad right there. We see Jinho being serious, and then we see we see his big brother. He's like sighing. I was like, okay, I need to help this guy. The Ajin Guild. There you go. So now we finally know how the image looks like. So it looks pretty cool. The Ajin Guild almost looks kind of like a swan type of thing right there. So we see that, you know, Jinwoo and Jinho are now finally arrived in Japan. And it says Sun Jinwoo S rank Ajin Guildmaster, right? That's pretty awesome right there. And then we see Jinho D rank Ajin Vice Guildmaster. Not too bad right there. Not too bad. Not too shabby. So we see that, you know, Jinwoo has finally made it, and now also that, you know, his little bro also has a little bit, you know, moment in the spotlight, like he deserves it, because he's been there from him since not day one, but let's say like day two, right? Especially since they survived that hellish, you know, encounter from that other brother that we can't forget yet. So now we go to chapter 134, right? So we go to chapter 134, and it says, no, there's like, I guess, a Japanese soldier. And then, oh, we see one of the shadows popping up, saving the day, right? And then we see a bunch of soldiers carrying the wounded. We do not have the space to transport all the patients. We can only take 3 or 4 people at most. You gotta be kidding. We have more than 10 patients who are unable to move. We can't afford to worry about people who might die at any moment. The giants are heading this way. You will die if you stay. I cannot abandon the patients. My wife and I promised that we'll protect them to the end. In that case, I will also stay. I cannot run alone knowing that civilians are remaining. First, we should take cover inside. So now we see the freaking giants coming out of nowhere, and they're eating people, and they're destroying things. And oh my god, it's like, it's a giant, shoot it, but you know, bullets are not going to do anything. And then one of the giants went flying, and we see one of the shadow, the new shadow right there, that's with Jinwoo. Is like, what in the world? It's too dangerous. We better move out of here. This place is too close to the hospital. And then we see something that's gonna be fallen, and now we see Jinho saving some people. That's right, man. It's like, I'll stand by while helping these people get evacuated. All right. So now Jinwoo is like, in that moment right there, it's like, all right, time to go work. Time to do some work right there. So now we have his shadow summons fighting these giants, and they're putting up a good fight right there. They're killing the giants right there. So now he goes up, jumps, and now uses his dagger to kill those giants, slash them and slice them. Is now east of Maryland. So, Sun Jinwoo went to Japan. So I guess this is the United States. From what I've heard, Lady Selner hasn't even released a single level of his power. He'll die. All of our powers have been upgraded by Lady Selner. He should know very well that an ordinary hunter's abilities are limited. Anyway, he's a reawakened one, right? He's definitely getting carried away with his strength. So I guess these are like American hunters right there. Does he really think those bugs are equal to giants? All hunters that overestimate themselves are bound to get killed. I bet my yacht that he'll die in a day. I'll bet my house that he'll die in 2 days. All right, then. It's like, are you sure about that? Oh, guess who talked? I bet the Scavenger Guild's building that he'll survive. He has a good eye. Thomas right there. Thomas Andre. It says, anyways, you should focus on the S tier gate that spawned on our side. The dungeon break is tomorrow. I wonder how many of us will survive. This guy always does a great job at spoiling the mood. Because he's the freaking boss, man, of the American Guild right there. It might be more fun playing in Japan than it is the United States. Well, I'm sure things will also get exciting here tomorrow. Oh, so the freaking S Guild that is also happening in Maryland, right? So it's also happening all over the world. So all the S rank hunters are trying to fight it. So that one is happening in North America. We go back to, where essentially this is Japan. And in Japan, we see it's just a destruction. Now we see more news reporters. Dear viewers, can you believe this sight? Hunter Sung Jinwoo summons are taking down the giants. Yeah, that's right. The freaking giants. It almost looks like they're being infested by the bugs right there. Pretty cool. Pretty cool moment. It's like the giants are being devoured by the ants. Those monstrous giants are being devoured by bugs. So now a girl is like running. It's like, Kia! She's running just like a little girl. It's like, oh my god. And nope. One of the giant's arm gets slashed by one of the shadows. Oh, it's Ingress to save the day right there. And then guess who? Iron to hit him in the head and just beat him down. Nice. So it's just a combination. Now we see Ingress holding the child, and then we see freaking Iron is like, yeah. He is like that freaking. He's like just screaming, and you see Ingress kind of like, I don't know this guy right here, right? And then he's like, hey, I look cool, right? And he's like, weird. And even the girl is like, what's going on? That's hilarious. Iron is hilarious, man. And then Ingress is like, oh boy, come on, calm down now, calm down. So it looks like Iron's excited because of his promotion, right? Well, he's doing his job well, so it's all good. He says, oh, thank you. So one of the soldiers just says, thank you for saving. It's like, you good, brave soldier. I think that's like the only Japanese he knows right there. That's hilarious. I guess, yes, thank you. It's like, Jinho, take this man with you and wrap up the evacuation. Yes, boss. This way. So I guess Jinho knows Japanese, because I guess for Jinwoo, he doesn't know that much Japanese. That's as much Japanese he's gonna know. Now then, it's time to get serious. So you see a bunch of like giants just dead, and now he says, arise. So he's actually gonna make one of the giants his minions right there. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting right there, right? So now we're gonna go to chapter 135. So we go to chapter 135, and we're gonna see what Jinwoo says as Nagoya has been recovered. It's like Nakakatsugawa has been recovered. Shizuoka has been recovered. Takayama and Nagano as well. How is this possible? Goto was right. Those eyes when I first saw him at the airport. I have met countless numbers of hunters, right? And he's seeing that. He's like, oh yeah, the spotlight. Jinwoo doesn't play around. Goto was right. Yeah, he was right. But he was uncomparably powerful. So now it's like, pleasure to meet you. We are in a dire situation, so I hope that you'll understand that I'll get straight to the point. The Giants are currently heading to Osaka. Please prioritize on defending Osaka. So, all right. It's like, and then I guess the interpreter is telling Jinwoo, it's like, no matter how strong he is, he won't be able to defeat those giants. While he's holding them off, we need to negotiate with other countries. I refuse. He said refuse to them. He's like, what? He was like, I refuse. It's like, then what do you plan to, it says, then what do you plan on doing? I had my doubts, but he intends to take out all the giants by himself. What he's doing right now is what I was originally going to do. It's like, so he's looking at the giant. He's thinking of a name. You guys, will be number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh my gosh. It's like, my king, I have defeated another one. Then he'll be number 6. I'll use my shadow exchange to get around and make more soldiers. Get ready without me. I'll be right back. Sure. It's been easy so far, but it's probably only getting started. Yeah. The shadow soldiers sent all over Japan have helped the hunters kill the giants. So everywhere in Japan, because of my plentiful mana drawn out, battles were a guaranteed victory for me. So he's just cleaning house all over Japan. There was no way for the exhausted giants to defeat the shadow soldiers, which regenerate even if they're destroyed. The problem was more dungeon breaks have occurred all over Japan because of the S-rank dungeon break. Okay, the lower tier monsters were occupying the cities along with the giants, so evacuation and subjugation had to be ensue simultaneously. The 7th night of the dungeon break. Wow. And everything looks destroyed right there. This place is total ruins, boss. Sure is. You've come. Yes. Hanekawa Sai. There is no other hunters here, correct? Yes, there is no one else in Tokyo other than me. We do not even have the number of the total losses in Tokyo. The giants wandered off to other parts of Japan from here. The total number of S-rank hunters that have been dispatched is 16, including you. 6 Japanese, 2 Chinese, 3 Canadian, 2 Indian, and 1 each from Russia and the United Kingdom. 6 groups in total by the guilds. Among the casualties, there was Yuri Orlov from Russia, Hanzawa Kyoki from the Black Hole Guild, and Canada's Lucas Hoyle. Most of the giants are moving in packs, which made it more difficult than an A-rank gate boss. So 3 S-ranks died, so I can guess a lot of A-ranks have also died. A total of 31 giants appeared, one of which is said to be crossing the Sea of China. We lack the manpower to defend all of Japan, but most of the giants have been taken out thanks to you. The remaining giants are being taken care of by your shadow army and the other hunters. Alright then. I suppose he's the only one left. So if they defeat the S-rank gate right now, the boss of the S-rank gate, then the rest of the gate should be closed. But this view feels familiar. Oh, so it's like, where did I see this? Although it's not burning down, the dilapidated city, this reminds me of the demon castle. If the ruined city of the demon castle was a hint from the system, I wonder what the architect wanted to tell me. The architect is already dead and gone, and since there hasn't been anything from him since then, that may have been his real body. Even if the demon castle is a hint of the future, I just need to stop it from happening. That's why I attend this strength. I came all this way here in search of strength because I got sick of being thrown around powerlessly. So he was tired of being powerless. So it's like, I got sick of being thrown around powerlessly. We got around here. Let's begin. Excuse me? The other hunters haven't arrived yet. Nope, everyone's here. It's like, damn, it's so annoying. So it's one of the Japanese hunters. It might be annoying, but everything was taken care of. It's a good thing. I know, but it's like they don't even care about those giants that we struggled against. And they're going to Tokyo, leaving the giants just barely alive. As if they want us to pick up after them. It's annoying. They're just summons. So the summons are like fighting. All the summons are actually right there in Tokyo right now. Ingress, Tusk or Fang, right? Iron. And then everyone is just bowing to him right there, looking at his Shadow Monarch right there, his king. And then we see Tank as well. And now we saw Berus coming in. Oh, you're all here now. Good work, everyone. Thank you, my king. Jinwoo, you keep a distance with Hanekakawa. Yes, boss. So now they're going, now, come out. So now his other giants are there as well. Everyone's there. Oh, it's like a freaking epicness right there. My soldiers, charge. So now the soldiers are going to charge that freaking huge freaking giant that is left right there. That is freaking awesome right there. So now we go to chapter 136. So in chapter 136 is charge. So now everyone's about to charge right now, and everyone is just going all full force right there. Pretty awesome. And then you just see all of the shadow soldiers just heading towards the direction of the giants, right? So we see that, and now Jinwoo sees, his shadow soldiers going to attack, and then something's wrong, and now you see that the giant leaves he actually can move really fast and starts attacking the shadow soldiers and destroys, and it creates a path in the middle of it. What incredible power. A single swing took out more than 100 of my shadow soldiers. Its size is enormous. The mana it's emanating is enough to make me want to run away as fast as I can. It agitated me, right? How could such a being exist? There are only two ways to get rid of irritation. So right now it's like you could run away from the cause and forget about it, or get rid of it entirely. I like that one right there. So now we see the shadow soldiers fighting the giants, and they're getting ripped apart. So now the ants are climbing up the shadow, right? But now the shadow uses his own force to get rid of them, and now you see Beru's getting agitated as well. And then nope, it says like Jinwoo's like not yet. He's getting agitated as well. Beru wants to get into that fight right now. This much is within my expectations. I got enough mana to spare. I need to press the attack a bit more to figure out its weakness. So he's doing it on purpose right now to make sure that he can figure out maybe like a little bit of the weakness of that monster. So now the monster is just depleting his MP right now, his magic power, his mana. And right now, all of the other shadows are trying to do damage to the giant, but the giant is still standing. The mana is covering itself like armor, which seems to be why it doesn't ever defend. It's that confident. However, there was one time that an attack got through. Casel. So the dragon time, the Wyvern time, let's go. So now they're gonna go. So now he's gonna throw his second in command, his tough generals right there. And now we see that one of the shadows is emanating lightning. Igris is actually using lightning right now to attack the giant. The giant actually escaped that attack. I knew it. So he knows something. He knows something is up. Maybe the weakness of the giants. So now Igris attacks again with the lightning sword again. Hits it in the face. Hits it. Bam! And now the giant's eye has been taken out by Jinwoo. Just as I thought. So now it's time for Beru's to attack. He's trying to attack the face again. Ruler's authority. Nice. So this is the attack that he used against slaying that. What was it? The creator of the system, I believe. The architect, as he calls it. Pretty cool. Nice. Man. Jinwoo is not playing around right there. Jinwoo is not playing around, especially against that stupid giant. So now the giant is getting attacked all over his face, because that's probably one of the areas that he cannot defend as much, since they're very quick. This is no longer a battle between a hunter and a monster. It looks like a battle between two monsters. It says boss. So the giant is getting just hit in the face more and more. Jinwoo says, mutilate. Bam! Slash attacks everywhere to the face. And now another eye has been like out. Barus. It's like, as you command. Barus goes flying, hits it again in the exact same eye. Skill, mutilate used. Oh yeah. Skill, mutilate. He's actually going inside his eye. Oh my god, mutilating him. Oh yeah, that giant is done. He's done. He's falling. He's falling. You have defeated the enemy. So the eyes was actually the weakness of the giant. Wow. Pretty awesome right there. And pretty good combo attack between, you know, the Wyvern, Kaisel, Ingress, Barus, and then Jinwoo. Pretty awesome right there. And they defeated that stupid giant. So now we go to chapter 137. So let's go to 137. The giant has been defeated. You have leveled up. Bing. You leveled up. Bing. You leveled up. Bing. And you leveled up. Bing. So 4 levels of leveling up right now. So if he was 103, I think now he's 107. You have defeated the enemy, huh? So I guess the system still works. And it says, boss, Jinho. I expected no less from you, boss. You defeated the boss of the giants. The message you have killed the owner of the dungeon didn't pop up. That's right. So he wasn't, which means that the raid isn't over yet. There's no black smoke coming out, so I can't extract the shadow either. The shadow extraction cannot be used in this target as expected. So maybe he's part demon then. So now he's like stopping Jin Ho is like, okay, something's wrong. My king, it is I. Barus, oh, it's just you. Its magical energy is powerful enough to mask Barus' presence even though it's dead. So now there's a new explosion happening right now in the gate. It's going out of control in the behind the dead giant, by the way. What an incredible storm of magical energy. Jinho, is Jinho safe? Phew, that's a relief. So Ingress was able to protect him right there. The gate is absorbing the giant's magical energy. It's powerful enough to cause a cut. So you actually cut Jinwoo's face right now. This has never happened before. Jinho, you wait here. I'm going to check what's going inside the gate. Please be careful, boss. So he's going to see exactly what's inside the gate. He goes in there. Jinwoo goes in, and it's like a castle of some sort. It's a huge hallway. Looks almost like a temple of some sort. It's huge. Well, it makes sense that the giants had to pass through here. My king, can you hear it? So Barus says to Jinwoo, yeah. Can you hear? You can hear it too, huh? Wow! I guess someone's like laughing. That's one sinister laugh. It's like ha 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 ha. Saying, is having your enemies invade your gate that funny? What an odd one. Let's go. And again. That's what it says. Hilarious. Hilarious. Oh, you detestable rulers. Witness who has found me first. Welcome, monarch. So it's this guy that's chained. He looks like a giant, but he's chained by these shadow type chains. Weird. Is he the boss? The chains free me from these chains. I know what the rulers are planning. The other monarchs must know quickly. And he's kind of like spacing out. You are not the one I know. Are those rulers or whatever responsible for doing this to you? They are trying to use me as a stepping stone for the foundations of the true war that is to come. So now Jinwoo's kind of thinking in his head, I've tried many times to communicate with the monsters with intelligence, but none of them were able to explain their origins. Who are these rulers you speak of? Ancient enemies of the monarchs, the giant says. Enemies of the monarchs? Does that mean they are my enemy too? So if they change you up like this, that must mean, yes, I too am a monarch. So he's a monarch. All the monarchs and rulers most likely have you on their sights. As you are now, you do not possess the strength to face them all. You require support. Support? Release me from my seal. I will help you. You will help me. You, a monster, helping me, a human. Do you really expect me to believe that? Then I shall make you believe me. So what is he gonna do? He's kind of chanting something from his breath, like a language that I don't understand. And now something is popping up right now. The King of Giants, the sovereign of the beginning Raiga, has activated a skill, Pledge of Honesty deal. Once the skill Pledge Honesty deal has been granted, both the initiator and the acceptor cannot lie to one another. Will you accept the Pledge of Honesty? Will you accept the pledge? Yes or no? King of Giants, what should I do? Yes. So he says yes. Pledge of Honesty deal has been formed. By the mutual consent of both the initiator and the acceptor, both parties will be unable to lie to another until the contract is terminated. Release me from my seal and I will help you. Right, I completely believe you. Huh? Yes, that is the power of the Pledge of Honesty. He couldn't say anything. He says, I completely believe, and he's like, that's not the mic. That's basically what is happening. He's like, you can't hear what he's saying, right? Because the system is preventing Jinwoo from actually speaking his mind. So he says, yes, that is the power of the Pledge of Honesty. The curse prevents you from lying. So that means that Jinwoo was already lying to the giant right there. I see. But more importantly, why is it possible to freely converse with you unlike other monsters? Monsters? The monsters that came out of the gates. Ah, you mean the descendants of the world of the chaos world. Well, I also have a question. How could you even think of placing mere descendants of the chaos world on the same pedestal as the monarchs who rule over them? All the descendants of the denizens, that's what it says. Okay, so let me read that again. It's like, you mean the descendants of the chaos world. Well, I also have a question. How could you even think of placing mere denizens of the world of the chaos world on the same pedestal of the monarchs who rule over them? All of the denizens of the chaos world that emerge from the gates are remnants of the defeated army. Those who have been captured after losing the armies of rulers, okay? They have been leashed for a painstakingly long amount of time, so it's only natural that their egos have been deteriorated. However, I am a king. Unlike them, I have retained my sanity. I have been patiently waiting for the fated day when I can escape from their grasp. And now, here we are, you and me. So now Jinwoo says, when you said the army of rulers, do you mean the one clan in silver armor with the wings on their backs? Correct. They are the soldiers of the rulers. Why do those damn rulers keep sending those monsters, those creatures at us? Jinwoo asked. So now the giant is about to say something. Denizens. There you go, denizens. Such a hard word to say, right? So now we go to chapter 138. So now we're going to get to the interesting stuff. Correct. They are the soldiers. So now he's going to explain what's going to happen. Like I said, they are preparing for a war. They intend to transform this world into a battlefield and fight the monarchs once again. I don't quite follow. Sending those monsters turns Earth into a battlefield? It's simple. It's all to inject magical energy into your world. If monsters were calamities spawned from the gate, magical energy was the blessing from the gate. Not only did the hunters think this, but so did most of the civilians. Magic crystals and magic stones, these objects imbued with magical energies, were the greatest source of energy in the world, but they were all footholds for the war. So the giant continues saying, there is no better way to propagate non-existent power than using the blood of those who possess power. So the rulers decided to use their captives. The density of the magical energy grows by the day. That is the fruit cultivated from the blood of the monsters. Magical energy empowers the world. Their plan is to create a world strong enough to withstand the effects of war. By war, you mean, Jinwoo says, oh, he's remembering the war. Another battle between the monarchs and the rulers. Soon enough, the world you live in will become hell. Oof, that's crazy. So he's explaining to him, like, there's a reason why these gates were appearing. They're actually making the earth ready to be withstanding the magical energy. Because right now, if they were to fight right now, the whole world will be destroyed. There is no time. Once it is known that you and I have made contact, both the monarchs and the rulers will intervene. It's even possible that those rulers' envoys have already begun to move. You've been saying since earlier that they are targeting me. Why? You really don't know anything. The power you possess isn't actually yours. The fact that you possess is proof that the original owner has betrayed the monarchs. You've become an enemy to both the monarchs and the rulers. However, I swear that I will fight on your side. So will you help me? So Jinwoo's kind of thinking about it. If you're going to be on my side, it'd be better if I were to simply turn you into my shadow soldier. Oh, really? It's like he's thinking, it's like, you know what? I would just rather just destroy you right now if you really want to help me. And now we see that kind of like at the back, kind of like when he's saying that, he's almost looking like the Shadow Monarch, the one that he saw in his vision. When you see that, it's pretty amazing right here, what we're seeing, and it's the similarities. All right, so it's like, what? For a moment, he looked like the Shadow Monarch. Both monarchs and rulers possess spiritual bodies. Spiritual bodies are destroyed when they are killed, so they cannot turn into shadows. Therefore, I cannot become your soldier. Is this enough for you to help me now? I get it now. But what is this uneasiness in my heart? Oh, he's actually getting his weapon right now. There's something amiss. Unchain me. You said you'll be on my side. Of course. If you help me, I will help you too. This is a fair and absolute deal between two monarchs. I thought I saw him for a moment. Was I just imagining it? Oh, he's remembering when he was seeing that, like the Shadow Monarch. He is the spitting image of the Shadow Monarch when Jinwoo is talking to him about just like, I should just make you into my shadow soldier. Then Jinwoo asks, are you on humanity's side? So the giant monarch is saying like, he's not saying anything. And now Jinwoo responds, why won't you answer? Is it because of the pledge of honesty? Oh, so he's not being honest. Oh, there's something behind his neck right there. There's like a mana crystal. The mana crystal embedded on the back of your neck. As long as it's there, you'll also hear the ruler's voice. Kill all humans just like any other monsters. Oh, so he actually cut him right there. He cut one of the chains, and now the giant is about to attack Jinwoo. Forget about our deal. He dodged it. It's too dangerous to keep you alive. Oh, bam! Stabs him right in the heart. Since you might become a calamity. It says, no, you're wrong. So the giant basically gets stabbed right now, and then he says, no, you're wrong. I'm not the calamity. It isn't me, but you. Oh, he just starts like screaming, trying to attack him. And now he's bleeding. And then Jinwoo is going to go for the final, stabbing him repeatedly right there. As the battle between the residents of your world and the captured denizens of the chaos world become more intense, your world will turn into a harsher battlefield. I hope that everything you wish to protect will burn into ash and the conflagration of the war. And he says, Jinwoo, that won't happen. And just stabs them and just cleanly stabs the freaking monarch right there. So one of the monarchs already gets killed right there. Pretty awesome. So he's already saying that the calamity isn't him, but is actually Jinwoo. And it says, you have defeated the dungeon master. You have defeated the monarch of beginning, Raiga, one of the 9 monarchs. So there's 9 monarchs? Interesting. Right? So he has to fight 8 more, and he does it like a boss. Calculating experience points. Due to the large amount of experience received, additional time may be taken. Wow, it's a shame I didn't obtain my shadow soldier, but I'll take this as my prize. Leveled up, bing, 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 leveled up. Wow, that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, like I said, just making sure. 8 bings right there. 8 leveled up. So from 107 to 8 more, that's 115. So we're in level 115 for Jinwoo. Wow. Oh no, actually, I am incorrect. It says level 122. I guess I didn't. You know what? I didn't count all those people that he was fighting. The giants. Remember the giants that he was fighting all over Japan? And again, that's not even his highest level yet, because it's still trying to calculate all of the levels. So right now it's 122. And that makes sense too, because they're still calculating. It's a lot of experience points. So now we go to another scene. I don't know where this is. It looks like a mansion. It's a helicopter is landing, right? So the helicopter is landing, and then you see 2 individuals moving out. It's like, I didn't know I'm expecting visitors today. So it's a guy, kind of very like fancily dressed a little bit. National Authority Rank Hunter, Christopher Reed. So it's like a national hunter. Long time no see, Deputy Director and Lady Seldner. So Seldner is like, we have an urgent matter to discuss. Could you have everyone else leave? Oh, could you have everyone leave us? It's like, do not let anyone near my room until those 2 have left. So he's talking to the maid. Understood, sir. Okay. So it says, what business brings you to the distant abode of mine? If you're here about the S-rank gate that's appeared somewhere else in the east, let me make myself clear. I'm not going. I'm not here to discuss about the gate, Mr. Chris. We have even bigger problem at hand. A bigger problem than the S-rank gate? Mr. Chris, you may be killed in the near future. So one of the national level hunters is getting a warning from the upgrader, the lady, Miss Selner, that he's going to be killed in the near future. That is freaking wild right now, right? So now we're going to go to chapter 139. All right. So he's shocked about that news. So he puts his freaking tea down. Lady Selner, I'm eternally grateful for you have done for me. However, we're not so close that we can exchange silly jokes between one another. Who exactly is supposed to kill who? So he's mad right now. Recently, I had a dream about you. Look here, Lady Seldner. It's like, in the dream, you were surrounded by a group of men who you flew all the way out here to tell me this nonsense because of some dream you had? I know what you did before you became an awakened. There have been speculations that the reason you have unique ability that the other awakens do not possess is because you were a psychic. So she was a psychic, okay? I'm a national authority rank hunter. Nobody can kill me. In my dream, that damn dream. All right, fine. Let's say that I believe you, Lady Selner. Then who exactly am I supposed to ask for help? Are you saying that there's someone who can protect me, a national rank hunter? There's nothing that can be done. So she's not saying anything. There just might be someone who could help. Hunter Sun Jinwoo, he may be able to protect you. Sun Jinwoo, and then we go back to Japan. So now that dungeon is actually closing right now because he actually succeeded. I had to kill the king, he says, Sun Jinwoo. That was the right move. His strength was overwhelming, even though he was sealed by the special chains. If I had completely freed him and let him venture outside he wished, thank goodness I saw through him before that happened. I need to become stronger. So he's remembering the visions he had. The news that the giants have been wiped out spread all over the globe. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. My boy, Sun Jinwoo. Basically becoming a new, hot topic, I should say, of the S-rank hunters. Social media was going wild, saying that there may be a new national authority rank hunter. The difference between this and the Jeju Island incident was that it wasn't only the Koreans saying it. Yeah, so everyone. So that's pretty awesome. So he's going to be a national level hunter. The giant that was traveling across the sea was taken care by China's Louis Jang. So, we can kind of see the Chinese hunter right here. He was talked about earlier, but hopefully we can know more about him in this coming chapters. The Japanese Hunter Association's president Matsumoto gave himself up. Oh, he got arrested because of the stupid thing he did, right? Whether it was to take responsibility for his own actions, his reasons for doing so was unknown. And on the other side of the globe, in the state of Maryland, the American hunters who successfully raided the S-rank gate were about to celebrate in the party organized by the U.S. government. Okay, so now this is the American side. Looks like the government put some effort into this party since it was an S-rank gate, right? Not bad, not bad. All right, so it says, right, the raid went better than expected. So there's where you guys were. Oh, it's like, you remember our bet? Oh, you bet your yacht, you bet your mansion, and you. What did you bet again? I didn't bet anything. That's nice necktie you got. I didn't bet necktie. No, I didn't. How do you like my necktie? Oh, he got his necktie. It looks expensive, but I can't say it fits with your Hawaiian shirt. That's what I thought as well. He just threw the freaking tie like no tomorrow. We have a problem. The list of guilds invited this year by the International Guild Conference has been released, and the Korean Ajin Guild was included. The Ajin Guild, yes, it's the guild formed by Hunter Sun Jinwoo, right? So we see that. Okay. So now he's kind of like working his glasses right now. So it's like, okay, so Thomas Andre is like, ma. It's like, so he's coming to America. So we see the giants in Japan kind of helping out. This is incredible, boss. It's a shame I couldn't get one that crossed the sea. Shame I couldn't get the one that crossed the sea, but with this, I've increased my strength. Wow. And even the Japanese soldiers, like, just how is that Hunter Sun Jinwoo's ability? Anyone seeing the boss ability for the first time will be surprised for sure. He's like all smirk about it. It's hilarious. Sir, oh, if you're looking for boss, he's just like, no, this is for you, Hunter Yu Jin-ho. It's like, huh? Hello, this is Yu Jin-ho speaking. And then I guess he gets the news. I think it's about his dad. Sorry, boss, I have to return to Korea. Did something happen? I don't know the details either. I have a family problem, so I'll have to return. I think so. I shall escort you to the airport. I'll be leaving first, boss. Sure. I never heard my mother's voice shaking that much. He's like, Jinho's talking to himself. What happened? No, I shouldn't think much about it. So now he's riding a helicopter. He has to go to the airport. It might not have been anything important. Ichigan National Airport. There's a car waiting for you, young master. Please come with me first. And so it's one of the, I guess it's the father's butler. You must steal your heart, young master. I'll explain everything as we walk. What do you mean? It's a long story, but Chairman Yu Hyung, he has entered the final sleep state. Father, he's like, you mustn't get too close. Hunters who are unable to control their magical power will only worsen the conditions if they are in proximity. Is that so? And then he's saying, I'm a useless son to the very end. And then I guess the butler's gonna give him something. What's this? This is what the chairman was working on just before he lost consciousness. I kept it in case he would look for it when he reawakens, but perhaps you needed more right now. So, what is this book? Oh, it's a book full of his stuff, like father, like son, huh? He also has a habit of keeping any news article he likes, all the competitions, exhibitions, concours, and your sister's and that you and your sister participated in. He saved them all, even the recent events. Oh my god! So he actually made a scrapbook just like he did for Sun Jinwoo. And then it says right there, it's like Hanjin, guild vice president, Hu Jinho, who is he? 2 hunters who went to Japan. B rank hunter, bravery or stupidity? It's not that the chairman didn't love you, Jinho Gun. He simply had high expectation as much as he loved you. Oh my god. Oh, come on, man. It's too early to cry right now. So he was already, he actually had high expectations for him. So he was tough on him because he loved him. It says, let us return home first. Yes. And then something happened. Something happened. It's like, what's going on? It's like, huh? Jingo Gun? It's like, I think it's something. I think it's Jinwoo. So he's right. You didn't have to cry. Giving me heartburn. Oh, he's actually going to use it. He's going to use. It's like, here we go, Agassi. Thank you, sir. So I guess this is the wife. And then Jinwoo walks past him. Huh, is that? Huh? He's awakened, Dad. Oh no, that's not the wife. That's one of the daughters. It's like, Dad. So that wasn't the wife. It was the daughter that went to see him in the hospital. You woke up from the final sleep. This is unprecedented. You woke up from the eternal sleep. So I guess Jinwoo actually wanted to give like a thank you gift to Jinho. So she's happy. So the daughter is happy. Everyone's shocked. The media will go crazy if they find out about this. And now it's like, Jinho, it's a bit early, but happy birthday, Jinho. Oh, his big bro. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, that's wholesome right there. He even though he acts tough, he has a heart of gold. He's like he's a big softie. Come on, can't lie about that. Jinwoo is a big softie. So now we go to chapter 140, right? So we go to 140, and we're gonna see exactly what's gonna be the next step for Jinwoo. All right, I should return to Japan and wrap things up. Oh darn. So it's like the Shadow Exchange level 2, class specific skill, no monakas. You may swap locations with the Shadow Soldier. Skill cooldown is 3 hours. Cooldown is depleted on skill level. Cooldown 1 hour and 54 minutes and 11 seconds. So he has 1 hour and 54 minutes. What should I do for 2 hours? Now that I actually have free time, I'm not sure what to do. I don't even have anyone to call either. Oh, he's remembering Miss Cha right there. It's like, now you're getting it. It's like, all right, let's see if I can find any ownerless dungeons. Okay, so now we go to the mansion. So I think it's the mansion of Christopher, the national ranked hunter, and he's awakened. He sees something. It's like it's completely silent, and then there's something going on. Throws the wine glass. There's still no noise, even after I drop the glass. So there's no noise in there. Who's there? If you ever need help, please call this number. Chairman Gogun He will connect you with him. Is this what they predicted would happen? So now someone's coming out. and he looks human to me. Some random guy. It's a blonde guy, and it looks pretty, good, and almost like nobility. And now you have two people behind him. Who are you people? We won't be able to save anything if you keep fighting while trying to help the humans. Fragment of brilliant light. So that's what the blonde guy is telling him. And it's like, monster tongue. What the hell are you saying? Shh, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the man up there connected to you. Don't take me to a damn pushover. So now he's actually gonna he's transforming to something. I'm taking at least one of you down with me. It says spiritual body manifestation by a mere human. So we have two more people there. Die, you damn monsters. And now the whole freaking mansion is freaking like exploding like no tomorrow. So what Miss Selner actually said actually came true. She did say that Christopher was actually going to get attacked by people. And even those guys were like, what's going on? This human is no ordinary. So now the fight happened. Now we go to Sun Jinwoo level 122 Shadow Monarch, right? That's the class. Title Demon Hunter, two others. Other titles, HP 65,230, MP 115,160, Fatigue 0, Strength 292, Agility 305, Perception 277, Stamina 281, Intelligence 310, Physical Damage Reduction 65%. Skill, passive skills, unknown, level max, Tenacity, level 1, Master of Daggers, level max, active skills, Quicksilver, level max, Bloodlust, level 2, Mutilate, level max, Dagger Rush, level max, Stealth, level 2, Ruler's Authority, level max, class specific skills, active skills, Shadow Extractions, level 2, Shadow Storage, level 2, Monarch's Territory, level 2, Shadow Exchange, level 2. And then the items he had, equipped items, the Red Knight's Earrings, S rank, Demon Monarch's Earring, S rank, Demon Monarch's Necklace, S rank, Demon Monarch's Ring, S rank, Truth Seeker Top, A rank, Truth Seeker Gloves, A rank, Truth Seeker Pants, A rank, Truth Seeker Shoes, A rank. So now he's, I guess, going through a car. Oh, he's getting cheered by a couple of people right there. Oh, there you go. A little celebrity going on right there from Japan. It's like all these people gathered here today because they wanted to see you. We don't have an exact number, but they're estimated there around 100,000 people. My guess this is my last day in Japan. So right now, everyone's looking for it. And now Izibero, my king, your people are paying respect to you. Perhaps you should raise your hand and acknowledge them. You got it all wrong, Beru. He's watching way too many K-dramas. All right, so he's gonna go somewhere. It's like, I wonder what's the chance of coincidentally being seated next to someone on the plane. Okay, you're not going to claim this is a coincidence, I hope. It's like, it'd be great if you thought it was, but I suppose that would be pushing it. Hello again, Mr. Adam White. So I guess they're on the same plane. I think they're going to go to the United States. Jinwoo was like, we only met once, but you still remember me? It's an honor to meet you again. Oh, actually, no. He's actually going to Korea, not to the United States yet. Well, Beru was the one that told me his name. My king, his name is Adam White. Adam White. You must not get the name wrong this time. It'll worsen your reputation as king. Wasn't the deal called off? I'm aware I'm stepping out of bounds by coming to see you without prior notice, but I have urgent matters to discuss. Did the US also fail to stop the S-rank gate? Oh no, that's been taken care of without any problems. Please take a look at this. We can't pull out. This is no ordinary fire. Hey, stay back. You'll get burned to a crisp from that ember. Jesus Christ, where's our backup? When's our backup coming? So it's a video that he's seeing on the laptop, and it's from a little freaking Apple computer. What is this video? Here, if you watch towards the end, the man who started the fire was Christopher Reed, one of the National Authority hunters. 1,800 firefighters and 14 top level mage type hunters were mobilized to put out his flame. For the fire to be this intense, there must have been a fight. Does that mean Christopher Reed is... Yeah, he's dead. He's like, we couldn't believe it either, but he was already dead when we found him. And this... And then he gets shocked. This is the photo of the man who the Hunters Bureau suspect was responsible. And that's Jinwoo's dad right there. Oh, look. Adam White is getting hovered right now. Oh, he is getting killed. He's almost getting killed. And you saw the laptop being broken right there. He is pissed. It's like, is this some kind of joke? You're not getting out here alive. And it's like, stop. The Secret Service about to do something. Don't. The man in the picture came out of a dungeon. It may not be the person you think he is. Dungeon. The magic energy he emanated matched that of a monster's, and he attacked our S-rank hunters without warning too. Do you remember the explosion incident in the Hunters Bureau HQ a few months ago? That one that the news went on globally. He's getting freaking just attacked everywhere and choked. He's basically getting Darth Vader choked hold right there. It's like, you're saying my father was behind it? And he tapped down, and it's like, he released him. After he beat down our hunters, he disappeared, after which the Hunters Bureau searched for him in secret, but there was not a trace to be found, as if he vanished into thin air. I understand how you feel. The fact of the matter is, his profile suggests that he's mostly likely culprit responsible for this. And why exactly you show me this photo? Jinwoo says. It says, the International Guild Conference. In this year's conference, where the representatives of the world's leading guilds will gather, the American Hunter Bureau intends to issue a red notice for this man. In other words, the investigation will no longer be kept a secret. So now Jinwoo is saying, like, now his dad is going to be in the freaking the Hunters hit list, or wanted list, I should say. Oh yeah, he was pissed. You could tell. Like, the minute he basically said something about his dad, he was like literally doing the Jedi like choke trick right there, the Darth Vader choke trick. It's like, raw. It's like he's just destroying him, and he was just pissed. It's like, how dare you think my dad was responsible for this, nonsense? Nope, it's not gonna take it. So now we go to chapter 141. Right, so we go to chapter 141. It says, in other words, the investigation will no longer be kept a secret. All right, so he remembers. The American government lost a valuable asset, a national authority rank hunter, from this incident. They are prepared to put all hands on deck to capture the culprit. We at the Hunters Bureau wanted to maintain good relations with you, Hunter's son Jinwoo, which is why I came here to inform you about this before the public announcement. Since even you would have been shocked if you saw the photo of your father in the event that you were invited to. My father, who went missing 10 years ago, returned as a monster? Are you alright, sir? It's like, I'm fine. I'm just drained. Yeah, telekinesis is on a completely different level to the high rank magic hunters who can move objects. I thought only national authority rank hunters were capable of telekinesis of this power. No, this man is the 6th national ranked hunter. So he's actually the 6th one now. So he actually made it. So we can say for sure that he's a national ranked hunter. I need to inform the vice chairman about this as soon as I can. So now we're at the International Guild Conference, an important event where the guilds representing each countries are invited to discuss current events and future prospects of the Hunters world. A few days ago, the American Hunters Bureau announced the list of invited guilds. Ajin, Guild of Korea, their participation became the hot topic worldwide. The only top-ranked hunter registered to the Ajin Guild was just Sun Jinwoo, the guild master. However, the American Hunter Bureau recognized the fact that this man alone possessed enough strength to rival the great number of guilds with top many top ranked hunters. There has been a lot of discussion surrounding the issue of the Ajin Guild being invited to this year's conference instead of the Hunters Guild. What are your thoughts on this matter, Guildmaster of the Hunters Guild, Hunter Choi Jun In? So, Mr. Choi, right there. I believe the American Hunters Bureau made the obviously correct decision. Obviously correct, you say, not understandable? Yes, I definitely believe that this is the case. So, this is a news conference. However, wouldn't you agree it is a bit of an exaggeration to say that the Ajin Guild is essentially just a one-man show? Yes, but that man is Hunter's son Jinwoo. Oh, giving credit where credit is due. I like that. If you define guild members as those who are combat capable, I believe Hunter's son Jinwoo possesses hundreds of guild members. Just as someone who has seen his performance in the Jeju Island Gate incident and the recent event, I would say the Ajin Guild would not lose out to any guild from any country. Wow, so he says, I would say that the Ajin Guild would not lose out to any guild from any country in the world. However, the Hunters Guild, which has represented Korea in the International Guild Conference every year, I cannot imagine you are too happy to hear this of this news. It says, yes, it's a little pitiful that we couldn't go this year. I even had my passport renewed. But more importantly, I feel proud. We now have a hunter who can we rely on. If a monster we couldn't imagine to fend off were to ever appear, truthfully, my guild members and I could only make it back alive thanks to Hunter Sung. I generally feel proud that Hunter Sung was chosen as Korea's representative. So a lot of applause right there. It's like, sir, we got the permit for the gate that appeared this morning in Sesuodong. It's an A rank gate, but the actual measurements are not that very high. I was like, that's great. By the way, did the Ajin Guild not apply for the permit again? Yes, sir. There hasn't been much of anything from them lately or recently. It's like it's been 4 days since Hunter's son Jinwoo returned from Japan. The god of the dungeon destruction has yet to show up to any of its gates still. That's what they're calling him, the god of the dungeon destruction. While all of the major guilds in Seoul are celebrating. I'm not like Beck from the White Tiger Guild or Tokyo from the Fiend Guild. You'd be no different to a simple ape if you were happy to find an apple fallen from the tree. Even so, our profits have increased by 40% thanks to the lack of competition from the Ajin Guild. Found a simple ape. Pardon me? No, it's nothing. Does the association know anything about this? Before his rank reassigned test, he cleared multiple gates a day, and when he became an S rank, he even began to clear gates in other guilds' territories. For someone that recently cleared an S rank dungeon break in Japan all by himself, he's awfully quiet. There has been a request for the Hunter's son Jinwoo's data from China. Really? From China? His personal information? No, sir. Then what? They requested for his raid records and any related official reports. China. Of course, not even China would expect to get a personal information from a top rank hunter. But why the sudden interest in Hunter's son Jinwoo? They should know very well that Hunter's son does not entertain any negotiations from any country. This request did not come from the Chinese government, sir. It's from an individual. An individual? It seems China's 7-star rank, Hunter Louis Zhang, has taken interest in Hunter's son Jinwoo, huh? So it says here that China did not adopt the international standard for ranking hunters, instead used their own. The highest rank was the 5-star rank. However, one person was given the 7-star rank, and that was Loi Zhang. That Loi Zhang is interested in Hunter's son Jinwoo? Loi Zhang had fought the giant-type monster. Yes, perhaps that is why he has taken interest in Hunter's son Jinwoo, who had taken all the giants. The strong recognizes strong. reject that request or just send him a rudimentary data. That's interesting. So now we're at the White Tigers Guild. It's like Hunter's son. Oh no, this is a scavenger. This is the scavenger. I think building. I believe. Yeah, it almost looks very similar to the White Tiger, but you have to look very closely before that. So the Chinese level is much different from the international one. That's very interesting to say the least. So basically, the guy Loi Zhang, he's the one that is the only person from China that can be considered as a national level hunter. So he is actually a 7-star rank. That's 2 more ranks above 5-star. Interesting. So we go back to the United States. The Scavenger Guild. It says, Hunter's son Jinwoo is expected to arrive in the US tomorrow. It's already that day before, huh? Did you call me, sir? Ah, perfect timing. There's something I need to tell you, yes? I'll get straight to the point. Do not mess with Sun Jinwoo. Mr. Huan. Oh, look at him. He is scared. He is scared. He is scared because he knows the boss is talking to you, bro. The boss is talking to you and he's telling you not to mess around, right? And he's scared right there. He's like, I know what happened between your brother and Hunter Sung Jinwoo. I'm sure you have your suspicions and want to know what exactly happened. But, and he's like, boom, look at that. Andre putting just one finger, telling him, like wagging it, kind of like a mom. It's like, right? But you can just see the force right there. I don't recall giving you permission to speak. Oh, yeah, he's scared right there. Just keep your mouth shut. Even the lady saying, not many people can give such a threatening warning to a top-ranked hunter, as expected of Thomas. But that man, Huang Dong-su, also has a strong sense of obsession for his targets. Don't ever lay your hands on Sun Jinwoo. Go take a break in one of the villas I own by the guild during the conference period. Well, will you accept my plea? And he's like, Mr. Huang? And he says, all right, good, you may leave. And you can tell he's pissed. Is it taken care of for now? Nah, no way he's getting over that from that. Lara, keep Mr. Huang under strict surveillance until Sun Jinwoo leaves the US. Will he accept this? Well, being a little frustrated is better than being dead, I'm sure. And no, he's pissed. You can tell. Oh, yeah. So he's finally coming to America. We're going to have our Korean S-rank hunter coming to the United States. And now we go to chapter 142. Go to 142 to see exactly what's going to go on right here. So now we see a bunch of flags. We see the US flags, the Chinese flag, the French flag, the Mexico flag, the Italian flag, Russian flag. We see Germany as well, the United States, right? So we see a bunch of hunters. Why are there so many reporters? That Korean hunter everyone's talking about is scheduled to arrive today. Oh, he's coming? So it says, representative of Germany, Richard Guild, Leinart Nierman. Speak of the devil. He's right here. Should we go and exchange greetings? No harm in getting acquainted with a strong hunter. So now he's looking. It's like, oh, he's shaking. Aren't you going to speak to him? Don't you see that? What? He doesn't summon his creatures from a different dimension? It's like, wow, you see that? But he has them around him at all times instead. Yeah, oh yeah. He could even go to war with the United States with those numbers. Do you see someone recognize? Do you see someone you recognize, boss? No, but some foreigner is staring at me. Your name is all over the news. You obviously have plenty of fans. Maybe they want your autograph. Anyway, why are you here, Chief Woo Chol? I'm here as Hunter Sung's bodyguard. Huh? What was that? Bodyguard for him. Bodyguard for who? I think those people are escorts. Oh no, you're just hitting his pride again. We were waiting for your arrival, Hunter Sung. Okay. Didn't you work for the Asian branch in Bureau, Mr. White? Aha, yes, I was until recently. Now I'm in charge of matters involving you, Mr. Sung. Your companions will be escorted to the hotel. Jinho, go first with Chief Wu. Okay, yes. And then there's something that he saw. I was like, what's going on? I guess uh Jinho is going somewhere else. Is like, can you come with us, Mr. Sung? Is it about my father? It is something that most certainly will be beneficial for you, Hunter Sung. I already explained to you what the US Hunter Bureau thinks of you, haven't I? Is this the subject matter a secret? Some of the topics you would fall under the top secret category, yes. Where are we going? We are on our way to the Hunters Bureau's headquarters. The Hunter Bureau? Frankly, we are we are currently under serious pressure. Hunter Christopher was one of the pillars of the United States' strength, and now that he's dead, we are desperately trying to fill in the void he left. Things are still quiet because his death is not yet public, but we will soon begin to do everything in our power to find a hunter who can replace him. Am I one of your candidates? Oh, yes. As you are all well aware, the value of the runestone is proportional to the power of the monster the stone was extracted from. The worst calamity in history of mankind, the raid everyone wants to forget about. Dragon Kamish. We are looking for a new owner. And of the runestone extracted from the dragon, what do you think of our new offer? The photos, can you go back, please? It's like, pardon me? I want to see the photo one from before. You mean the photo of Kamish's body? Has the US been storing that corpse, Kamish? Yes, we have. Where is this? Let's go there first. What? I've been willing to give up my time for the Hunters Bureau. Surely I have the right to ask this much. The extent of my knowledge is only what the higher ups allowed me. Even if I do not know where the Kamish is stored. However, if it's your request, I believe they'll be happily to oblige. May I ask you to wait a while until I do the report? It says, we'll both have to wait, so we might as well go and wait together. And now these guys like, so you're saying Hunter Sung is here right now? And the runestone, did he say anything about it? No, sir, he hasn't said anything about the runestone all day. My goodness. So all he really wants is to look at the corpse. I'm going to need to discuss this with the deputy director first. Could you wait outside? Very well, sir. It says, do you have any idea why he wants to look at Kamish's body? I couldn't say. Well, one thing we can be sure of is not that he's not a tourist. The value of skill is imaginable. Top hunters are more than happy to spend a large sum of money to purchase the rune stones. A skill is a hunter's power. The power is equal to the hunter's survival. And yet, even if he would rather see the corpse, it may mean that he could attain something more valuable than a skill. Wasn't his ability limited to monsters he killed himself? Wait! Oh, he's putting one together. The American Bureau is like, what if he could create summons without the corpse of monsters that died a long time ago to someone else's hands? What if he could recreate summons out of corpses of monsters that died a long time ago to someone else's hands? My God, he is planning to make Kamish as one of his summons. What? If that is true, that cannot happen. An individual must not be allowed to wield that much power. But sir, if we deny his request, it may be difficult to maintain an amicable relationship with him. He's like, whew. He's like trying to be, all right, I will escort him myself. This may be a good opportunity to have a look of his ability myself. So now he's going to go underground to see the dead dragon's body, the skeletons. I wish to speak to you in a more relaxed context, but I suppose this is what you would prefer. Translating, I can't believe they built the Hunters Bureau HQ on the spot Kamish was defeated. This way, please. So they're in an underground right there. There's magical energy in the air. If there are residues of this energy after 8 years had passed, I wonder how powerful it will be once I turn it into a soldier. So he was right. He wants to turn it into his summon soldier. So now we see that freaking dragon. It managed to kill hundreds of elite hunters and was only defeated by the 5 remaining National Authority hunters. Its body has been perfectly preserved since its death. All the electricity used in this building is provided by Kamish's magical crystal. Are you satisfied now, Hunter Song? Please stand back. Are you sure about this, sir? Fine, I already allow it. So he's actually going to try. Let's all watch what he's about to unfold. So now he's touching it. Arise. So all of that shadow extraction failed. 2 more attempts remaining. Now he's like thinking, concentrating, arise. So now all of that shadow is being built up by that dragon right now. And now the dragon is up again, and it's crazy. The dragon is actually been summoned again. Wow. Interesting. So he actually managed to pull off, even though it died so many like years ago, it still was able to extract the summon as long as the body is there. Very interesting, right? All right, so now we go to chapter 143. All right, so we go to 143 to see what is the next. So now the dragon is up. The calamity that happened so many years ago is finally resurrected as a shadow summon, and everything is just exploding, electricity going all. Are you the one who summoned me? Right, so it is the dragon right there, Kamish. It's like King of the Dead, Shadow Monarch. What the hell is that? Humans, kill humans, I kill them all. So he's actually breaking the glass right now. Reinforced glass with top rank mana imbued, and it's broken right there. It's like, sir, you have to evacuate. That Kamish's breath. Where could we possibly escape to? Enough. So that's what Jinwoo says. The mana crystal embedded in your head has long since been removed. There's no need for you to follow the commanders of the rulers anymore. Is Hunter Jinwoo speaking the monster's language right now? I don't know how to interpret this, even though I'm seeing it with my own 2 eyes. So this is how it feels to become the subject of the Shadow Monarch, huh? And he's like, what's going on? As a humble servant who once served the king of dragons. So he's bowing. I greet you, my new king. So he's actually bowing right there. Okay. You serve the king of dragons? Yes, my king. I serve the king of mad dragons, the monarch of destruction. What immense rage to think that a shadow soldier could possess such a strong independent ego. It surpasses that of any monster I have encountered so far. There's no doubt he's an incredible being. He's actually wagging his tail. Sir, it's wagging its tail. Everyone's like shocked. Oh my god, that's adorable. It's like a little dragon puppy right there. It's adorable. There's the king of the dead, the Shadow Monarch, and the king of giants, the monarch of the beginning. I guess it's another one of the 9 monarchs that's in the system showed me. But it seems, my king, that I must bid you farewell. What? It appears that our meeting came about too late, my lord. Not even the power of the Shadow Monarch can overcome the passing of 8 years in time. Wow. System. I envy your soldiers who can serve you for all eternity. Wow. My king, there are 4 humans who have bowered the strength of the rulers. Be wary of them, my lord. Though our time together was brief, it was an honor to meet you, my new king. And I guess he disappeared again. Shadow extraction have failed, and now he's back into a pile of bones. Man, that would have been cool if he had a like that powerful dragon again. But sadly, that wasn't meant to be, right? So he couldn't get that much information, but he says, beware of 4 people. 4 people that borrow the power of the rulers. That could be a clue of something, right? The target's shadow has returned to the emptiness of the void. Too much time has elapsed since the target's death. Any further attempts at extraction will hold no effect. Mr. White, Please tell the director that I'm deeply sorry and that I will cover the expenses of the damages. Yes, sir. So I guess he's just walking right there. Everyone's just shocked. And he's just, oh, he punched the wall right there. He was so pissed for that. He's just sighing right there. Sir, we couldn't get a hold of you. It's like, oh, that? I was in a place where no calls could get through temporarily. So did you meet up with Hunter Jinho then? Excuse me? He left as soon as he received your message. He said that you were waiting for him at the Hunter's Bureau headquarters. What are you talking about? That's where I just came from. It's like, Jinho's name is not on the visitor's log. No way. A hunter from a scavenger came to pick personally him up about 2 hours ago. Although the Scavenger Guild does have close relationships with the Hunters Bureau, they do not have any authority to do our jobs in our stead. It'll be faster to contact them and ask them directly. Why do I have a bad feeling about this? Jinwoo says. So you're telling me that someone from the Scavenger Guild escorted the vice leader of the Ajahn Guild away? Oh, the woman says, no way. Is Hunter's son Jinwoo aware of the situation? No, he doesn't know yet, but his party inquired about him while Hunter's son Jinwoo was at the Hunter's Bureau. Then we'll find out quickly as possible. Hunter's son Scavenger Guild says that they're looking into it and they'll be in touch soon. Huh? Oh, so Adam White said that and he's gone. It's like, uh-oh. So now it's like, I was careless. I didn't place anyone to guard Jinho after using the Shadow Exchange to save the President Yu Myung-hung's life a while ago. Oh, because of the exchange, remember? So when he exchanged the Shadow thing to give him that cure for the dad, he didn't put another shadow in him. If something like that incident last time were to happen again, come out. So he's telling his soldiers, find him. They're spreading all around wherever that is, probably in the East Coast. So now, oh no, no, that's not Jinho, right? That's someone else. So a bunch of people got beat up right now. They look like they've been killed or some sort, or beat up, or dead. I think either or. He's really done it now. Hwang Dong-soo, find him before Jinwoo does. We must find him first, no matter what. Oh no, he actually got Jinho to get beat up. That freaking bastard, man. Oh, Jinwoo is gonna get pissed right now, man. We're finally gonna see some revenge and resolve from Jinwoo, because revenge is not gonna be on the menu for Jinwoo. It's gonna be for that guy Dong-so. So now let's go to chapter 144. And after this, I think we have one more chapter after that, and we'll call it a day. All right, so we go to a building, right? And then we see Jinwoo trying to look for him. It's like, Smith, what are you doing this day? Sir, our store policy does not allow returns based on the customer's changes of mind. Why aren't you at the party last night? Could he have left the city? But Jinwoo's a combat type D rank hunter. Normal people wouldn't be able to take him, even in significant numbers. If a car supposedly headed for the Hunter's Bureau headquarters suddenly tried to leave the city, Jinho would have surgically noticed something is wrong and resist. The only clue that the culprits left behind was that they were from the Scavenger Guild. So he's remembering the Scavenger Guild, huh? Hwang Dong-suk's younger brother, Hwang Dong-soo. He must have been waiting for us to step foot in America for quite a while, so he could find out about the truth about his brother's death. Yeah, of course it had to be that bastard again, right? Jinho and I were the sole survivors of that dungeon back then. He's remembering. If you bastard, if you knew who my brother was, Hwang Dong-soo must have been certain that we killed his brother. Who knew that Wu Ching-chol's warning to me back then would come true? And he's remembering. I don't believe that you and E rank got rid of Hwang Dong-sek B rank. That's all because I don't believe it's necessary to suspect you're reawakened. On the other hand, you were the only sole survivor, right, of the Dongsung annihilation incident. The problem is that Hwang Dong-suk's younger brother, Hunter Dong-soo, may go after you. And you mean the S ranker Hong Dong-soo? Yeah, so he's remembering. I didn't regret what I did back then. This never would have ever have happened if I left a guard with him back then. Yeah, he's remembering because he left it, man. He was so freaking there. If anything were to happen to Jin-ho, yeah, he's pissed. Still no news? No, sir. Could it be that he's not afraid of death? Yeah, he's talking about Dwang-so right there. So let's see. So he's going. So now he's saying, so could it be that he's not afraid of death? No, Mr. Huang is an S rank hunter. He should be aware of the difference of strength between himself and Sun Jinwoo. Doing something so stupid despite knowing that means that he knows I'll step up on his behalf. Perhaps I've been too kind to my hunters. Oh, it's like, Laura, how's the situation? With the Hunters Bureau cooperation, we've analyzed Mr. Huang's movement patterns over the past month. There were a total of 3 instances where he strayed from his usual path of activity. He says, send all of our guys there. I'll head out too right now. Yes, sir. But wait. How you managed to convince the Hunter Bureau, Laura? It's like, I told them that we won't find Hwang Dong-soo. You and Sung Jin-woo may collide. All the members of the Scavenger Guild are on the move. All 100 of them? All scheduled raids have been just canceled. All the hunters are moving right now. It says, if all the members of the Scavenger Guild are on the move, that means that Thomas Andre is behind this. This is big. What exactly is going on? So now we go to an abandoned warehouse of some sort. And then we see, are you sure this is okay? I was like, I'm not planning on doing anything to him. There's just one thing I want to know. Master Thomas warned me not to touch Sun Jin-woo, but I never planned on messing with Sun Jin-woo in the first place, because there was one more person who could have provided me with answers. Oh, he got beat up really well. Damn, he got beat up. Jin-ho, man. Hold on, bro. Hold on. Hold on right there. I told him that he told me honestly what exactly happened to my brother in the dungeon. I will let him go without a scratch. There was just one thing that I wanted to hear. That Sun Jin-woo killed my brother. As soon as I hear that, I'm done with Jin-ho. Oi, wake up. I said wake up, and he just punched him right there. He's pretty durable. I guess he's a tanker after all. Any normal human would have been dead by now. I don't know why he's being so stubborn. This naive-looking bastard. Courage is commendable, but your stubbornness won't lead to forgiveness. And he just keeps... Oh, he just hitting him in his head right now. Listen up. Holding his like his freaking head and his hair right there. I don't want to kill you. This guy who's smirking behind me is a pretty decent healer, and he's going to save you whenever you're on the brink of death. Which means that until you tell me what I want to know, you'll be tortured here forever. And to add to that, we're in a factory that's been closed down for over 5 years. There's nobody here to save you, no matter how much you scream. So what do you think? Does that make you want to talk a little? Off. What? What he says? Fuck off. He said it. He freaking said it, man. Oh, he's the GOAT. Jin-ho is the GOAT. Even at that stage, he's like, fuck off. And now he just actually hurt him even more. Master Huang, be careful. I don't want to have to deal with your murder for any money. I'll be mindful of that. Now, shall we get started? Haven't you found out enough? What are you talking about? I've only just started, so that's exactly like the brother. It's like, So something appears. Like, what's that? An orc? Is there a dungeon brick nearby or something? So it's like, how peculiar. Mr. Huang, I think it got scared after seeing you. I don't have time to mess around. So he's about to attack, and now we see exchange. I wonder how Jinwoo is doing. So the mom and I guess the sister are kind of curious about the TV. I guess the sister is actually now a little bit cheerful now. Okay. So now we see, oh, mother of our king. If there were anything our Lord cannot withstand, nobody in the world will be safe from it. It's all Bureau. Next up, we bring you news on the conference that has out organized by the U.S. Hunters Bureau. Jinho, there's your brother. Really? Yeah, right on the TV right there, looking freaking fly, looking awesome. It's like, my king. Oh, something's happening. Bureau feels like that. This feeling, I felt it once before as well. The king is enraged. Now you see a bunch of hunters outside. There's said to be a lot of incidents or accidents in the dungeons these days, so let's be careful and clear it successfully. Let's not have a single casualty. Yes, sir. Gasp. What's going on? Boss, the shadows under your feet, they just went blur. It's like, huh? It's like, Yun-Tae, how many times have I told you not to drink before a raid? It's not that. I didn't have a single drop today. The shadows really started trembling as we were alive. You know that. You should take a break for today. You know what? You should take a break. Boss, I'm serious. That's hilarious. Oh boy. So now we see the cars driving right now. It's like, stop the car. Excuse me? I said stop the car. Oh, Andre knows that. Damn it. It already began. So he's already like going fast to go see. I'm going to go ahead. Follow me as fast as you can. Yes, sir. It's like, I guess we're going to be flooded with damage compensation invoices again tomorrow. You guessed it. You should have just taken the car. Jeez. Oh, punch. Yeah. Guess who's back right there? Yeah. Jinwoo with the freaking punch, just freaking destroying him right there. Guess who's back right there? Oh yeah, he is pissed. He is pissed because you're touching and you're messing with his little bro right now. And now it's gonna be very, very interesting at this very moment. So now we're going to end with the last chapter of the day, chapter 145. Okay, so we're going to be 145. So we're going to see. So now we see. So now Sun Jinwoo is actually giving him the potion, the one that he saved the mom and the dad from, to Jinho. But it says healing potions cannot be used to recover health when the HP is less than 10%. Damn, it's like, is either of you want a healer? Heal Jinho. It's like, I don't speak Korean. Sun Jinwoo wants to heal the kid. Is this the first time we've met? Oh yeah, that guy got beat up right there. Sun Jinwoo, final warning. Heal him. You gotta ask my boss, not me. And he just freaking got him right there and just threw him out. Bam! Just cracked him right there. Are you a healer? Mr. Hwang Dong-soo, you said this job had nothing to do with Sun Jinwoo. Are you not able to hear or not? No, I'm not. And then bam, hits him again. Yeah. It's like, I knew it. You're the one who killed my brother, Hwang Dong-soo. Isn't that right? Boss. Hwang Dong-soo. It's Hwang Dong's brother. Please be careful. And it says, don't speak, Jinho. Answer me, Sun Jinwoo. Did you kill my brother and his teammates? So now you're seeing side by side right there. We see the emanating right there. You can ask him when you see him again. Oh, right there. Like he's trying to attack him. Nope. Dodge and bam! A punch right there. Yep. Boom. It's like just killing him right there. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right there. You send him flying. Boom. Oh, yeah. So now Dong-soo doesn't know what to do. He's all mad right now. And now you see Sun Jinwoo, the hunter, has become the hunted. And we're talking about Dong-soo right there. And now he's trying to attack again. Bam! Another hit right there. And he's just getting started. He's just beating him up right there. Doing the same damage as him. He is killing him as we speak. Beating him up. Enough. I told you not to mess with them. Hwang Dong-soo, are you still alive? For now. Seems like you can understand that much. Good. Let him go. If you do, we'll forget that today events ever happened. And if I don't, right? Because he's mad right now. He wants to kill him right then and there because he's no different than his brother. Then I have to stop you by force. Fine by me. Oh my god, he literally just ragdoll his ass right there. Ragdoll his ass. Yes, very good. You had no choice but to intervene, Thomas. Kill Sun Jinwoo for me. Oh yeah, of course. Kill Sun Jinwoo, Thomas. Nope, he's not gonna happen. Do you perhaps not know who I am? It doesn't matter who you are. Oh yeah, he's pissed. You can tell. He doesn't care if you're a demon, a giant, a national rank hunter. He is pissed. It's like he knows who I am, and he's still going on. He's still doing this. And his backstory, I guess. Thomas Andre grew up in a poor immigrant family. He was always surrounded by oppositions. He had nothing to his name, but the sky bestowed him with a gift, an extraordinary talent that made him indomitable, overwhelming strength, the strength to trample others. Through the countless number of battles he fought, he proved the worth of his talent. He observed the effects of his power had against the people who opposed him. Strength, authority, wealth, force. He lived his life like a king, possessing all types of those different types of power. And when a different type of power appeared in the world, he took the opportunity to become a true king. He crushed those who blocked his path. Those who looked down on him were made to kneel. Violence was the key. He knew from experience how to deal with those who didn't submit to him. Blame your ignorance. So he's about to attack Sun Jinwoo. It's like this place. So I guess the Hunters Bureau came right there. Hurry! So we see other people right there from the Scavenger Guild. Nope, something went flying. Something went flying right now. And it's actually Thomas Andre went flying. Thomas, it says, Master, are you all right? And he's pissed right now. It's like, oh, he's about to attack. What are you all doing? Get moving. So now we see Sun Jinwoo basically telling Ingress to take Jinho to a hospital. Take Jinho to the nearest hospital. Make sure that he gets treated no matter what. So they go right there. So now it's a battle between the Scavenger Guild, right? So we have the Scavenger Guild that is going to fight against Sun Jinwoo and the Shadows. So it's the Scavenger Guild versus Jinwoo and his Shadows. Oh, this is gonna be awesome. All right, now we're talking. This looks like it'd be worth my time. I don't give a shit about Wang Dong-soo now. There's only one way to restore my bride. I'm gonna kill that arrogant son of a bitch. Oh my god. This is like Edgy Man versus Hawaiian Shirt Man. That's hilarious right there. Oh yeah, he doesn't care. He doesn't care where he's from. Yeah. He knows that he wants to kill him right there. It's like, you're in my way. And he is mad. He's pissed. Because he knows that, it's all his fault for not controlling his hunter right now. All of his fault. All of his fault, without a doubt right now. Right? So pretty awesome into ending this this stream right here. But just like a little review of what happened so far, right? Nothing too much, but it was good. It's getting good. So now we know that some of the monarchs and also the rulers are basically fighting each other, but they're also fighting the Shadow Monarch, because the Shadow Monarch was the one that betrayed the monarchs, and now the rulers are somehow, making the monsters go into the earth, so that way the earth will be able to withstand the magical energies. It's crazy to think that, but it's true. It's true that what we're seeing right now. So just like a quick recap. So we saw that Sun Jinwoo was just basically beating down by, just the double dungeon, just like I would say just like the ramifications and just overall, just how he got beat up so bad with the double dungeon, and that he had to take 3 days of rest because he did not rest whatsoever, right? So in that regard, we're seeing that Sun Jinwoo is in that moment just exhausted from all the fighting right now. So we see that Sun Jinwoo, just you know, after getting beat up so many times, especially from the double dungeon. I think the double dungeon was like the one thing he did not think he was able to just withstand. And we noticed that, with Sun Jinwoo, he couldn't like fathom how much damage he was just taking just from everything, right? So I'm going to show you exactly, kind of like just a quick recap, not too much, right? Um, of what's going on here, of to see, for you guys to see what I see, right? With Sun Jinwoo. So let's see, let's get this out of the way, and we see that Sun Jinwoo, the S rank hunters, the high level hunters were just beat up like no tomorrow, right? The Ajin Guild, that's the symbol now that Sun Jinwoo made with his partner Jin Ho, and that gate that was also all the way in Japan. He saw that, he was seeing it through the TV, and he knew that he had to do something about it, right? He was looking at almost mirroring images of the gates that he already went through as he leveled up. He looks so cool, just like saying like, I will save this gate from destroying the rest of Asia, because this S rank gate was gonna make, there were giants appearing everywhere in Japan wreaking havoc, and he knew that he had to do something, right? And I'm happy that the mom and the sister was actually looking better. The sister's actually looking better right now, right? I think because after the talk with her saying that, thank you for being here, and then even though I've had times where I was going to lose my life, Jinwoo said, it never happened. I always came back home, and I promise you that I will come home. And he kept his promise, right? So the more we see those giants that were just being annihilated by Hunter Sun Jinwoo. And at the moment, everybody in Japan and around the world were just shocked that these freaking giants that were just so hard to take down were getting beat up. They were getting beat up effortlessly. And now that big giant that was covering the gate, he got totaled as well. And then the one that was controlling all of the giants, the one from the gate, that one was a monarch right there. So he was already giving Jinwoo all of the information about the monarchs, the rulers, and how everything is intertwined. And he even said, no, the calamity isn't them, it's you. The Shadow Monarch is the calamity, whatever that means. But he couldn't make them into a soldier because, I guess, of technicalities, right? So at the same time, we noticed that in the United States, there was a warning from one of the upgraders. So Miss Slender, she basically said that one of the national ranked hunters was actually gonna be beaten up and die, and he couldn't believe it. He's like, "There's no way! I'm a national ranked hunter. How could that be?" Right? It was like, no, it's true. It's true. And before she was awakened, she was a psychic before. So being an awakened and a psychic, that amplified her psychic abilities as well. So Mr. Christopher, the national ranked hunter from the United States, did not survive. He actually got beat up by these individuals right here that raided his home. And this gentleman right here as well, I guess he's a monster of some sort, but it looks human to me. But unfortunately, Christopher ignored Miss Selner's warning and said that the only way that you could survive, that you could be protected, is by Hunter Sun Jinwoo, right? But this guy right here, Christopher, the national rank hunter, dead whatsoever, no problem. And at the end, Jinwoo goes to the United States. He sees how he's the first time in the United States, but guess what? The bad brother comes back again for revenge, right? But before that, this dragon thing that was one of the first calamities, the first S rank to appear in the world in the United States, in the western part of the United States, Jinwoo wanted to make him as a shadow soldier, right? But since it was already 8 years since then, it couldn't be obtained. But he got some good information, saying to a warning to Jinwoo, saying, "Be careful of the 4 humans that borrow their powers from the rulers, because those guys are going to be, you know, a problem in the future." So while everything is going around, and he was meeting, people from around the world, the other S-Reg hunters from around the world, Thomas Andre told Dong Su, say, "Do not mess with Jinwoo." All right, but Dong Su, of course, even though he's scared, he's stupid. He's too proud of himself, and then kidnapped Jin Ho under everybody's noses, and he knows that everyone is like, "Oh boy, something's gonna happen. Something is gonna happen with Jin Ho," and our worst fears were realized, because at the same time, before any of that, Jin Woo actually helped Jin Ho's father get cured of the eternal sleep disease, the same disease that the mom had, right? Because he saw that, he wasn't a bad guy, and that even though he was a very strict father, he was still a loving father, nonetheless, right? So he said that. He said that to him, saying like, yeah, it's like happy early birthday to Jin Ho. But I think the sister saw Jin Woo, and I guess didn't say anything, wanted to keep it a secret for whatever reason. But now that, going fast forward again to we're in the United States, Jin Ho got kidnapped. He's getting beat up by Dong Su. But then you notice that Jin Woo comes back with authority. And now there's a fight going on. It says, "Did you kill my brother?" Dong So says. It's like, well, you're going to ask him right there. And now he's just beating the living crap out of him. But now he has to fight Thomas Andre, because now his pride is hurt, because it's a let go of him. Is like, and if I don't, and they just toss Dong Su like a rag doll, because he knew, Dong Su knew that Thomas Andre had to intervene, because if he would have not done anything, it would show his weakness at that moment, right? So overall, pretty awesome of what we've seen so far. But yeah, what can I say? Like, it was cool just to see like that fight, and it's, it took almost like 140 chapters, right, for that fight to finally happen, because we knew from the very beginning of the chapters, right, that Dong So already had bad blood, just like his brother, right? And what's interesting to me is that Dong So already has bad blood with Sun Jin Woo and Sun Jin Woo's father. He never went back to Korea, like he said, but the minute that Sun Jin Woo went to the United States, he already tried to make a plan out of that, right? So going back to the ranking right now, we got to go back to the ranking to show you where exactly Sun Jin Woo is, because he's already at level 122 since he defeated a monarch, by the way, right? So as this goes on, we can clearly say right now that he is a national authority rank, or national authority, national rank hunter, right? So already passing the 100th level, he already cleared an S rank dungeon all by himself, right? That already constitutes as becoming a national ranked hunter, and he's the 6th one only in the world. So far there were only 5 in the world, national ranked hunters, and most of them, 4 of them were in the United States, and I believe a 5th one might have been in China, right? So the 6th one, I would think it is Hunter Sun Jin Woo, right? So, and it's not too bad that Hunter Sun Jin Woo is already the 6th, national ranked hunter overall. But pretty awesome just to see that. But pretty cool to see that Hunter Sun Jin Woo now is finally took matters into his own hands and just beat the living crap out of Dong Su, because of all the crap that his brother had to deal with. And he did it because he had the little brother, or the big brother I should say, basically was doing everything he wanted, murdering people in the dungeon without any remorse because they said, "Oh, I can do that because you don't know who my brother is." Right? There were two bad brothers that deserved what was coming to them, and you can tell how mad he was. Sun Jinwoo, he was just hitting him hard, hard, and now Thomas Andre comes in. Is like, all right, we're gonna fight. We're gonna have the fight between Thomas Andre and the Scavenger Guild, and then Hunter Sun Jinwoo and the Agent Guild, which is all of his shadow summons. Pretty awesome. And what can I say? It's getting better and better as we go along. But overall, what did you guys think about today's reading, and how do you see how Hunter Sun Jinwoo is just leveling up more and more? And we're noticing how he's turning the Hunter world upside down, because this next reading that's going to happen after this is going to be even more epic. You better believe it, right? So if you like the content of this video, please hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification so you know when future videos are available. All right, everyone, I hope you enjoyed today's reading. I really loved it all along. And again, guys, thank you so much for being here and for joining this awesome ride of solo leveling. We already are 2 more readings away from finishing the original work of solo leveling, right? So I hope you join me for the ride. All right, everyone, I hope you enjoyed today's reading. And again, stay awesome.